It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskies have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Turns on the Jets. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play. Breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Motion from the wideout. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. Turning it on! Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. And when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are in.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lawson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, out of space. He's at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Huskies want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Touchdown, Washington! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB started to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Starting to feel a little pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Handoff from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
For the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Floating away. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Baker. He makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Oh, what a cut! That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Oh, did he find a hole in that secondary? He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snags it down the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Bottle little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Moving away from pressure. Finds a man on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in for the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Salazar. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Oh, tons of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Husky. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the little apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make him...
Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Made a defender miss. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Look out, he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking for a physical attack on the gun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Gets it past the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Still running at the 40. A lot of room to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Chris. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
Direct snap. Plows through the defense. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game. Right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A strike downfield. Running through contact. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the outside to the left. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Running on the Jets. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make a play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Huskies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise.
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You've got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Leaves it with the running back. Brings him to the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
On the ground, it's Riley.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They want to run this quarterback. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations. You can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. So now on comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. From 39 yards out, and he's got it for the game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder.